Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Radar, the podcast that takes you into the world of Safran and looks at all the issues that affect the group on a daily basis. And for this episode, we're diving into the world of startups and talking about open innovation. As you can imagine, it's the opposite of so-called closed innovation. But what's behind the term? How has Safran embraced open innovation, and what are the benefits? Let's discover this fascinating subject with Yannick Bonnaire, Vice President Innovation and President of Safran Corporate Ventures. So get your best business ideas ready. We're about to start the pitches. Hello, Yannick Bonnaire.
Hello, Kayla.
So, as I said in my introduction, you are the Vice President Innovation at Safran and President of Safran Corporate Ventures, the group's investment subsidiary. So today you're going to introduce us to open innovation. First of all, what is open innovation and why do we call it that?
Open innovation consists of thinking about a company's innovation not from a closed point of view, but by integrating external collaborations. Open innovation also involves company employees and external partners by sharing knowledge. This allows Safran to accelerate the business and capture new ideas and new technologies. Why? Because we think that alone we cannot stand all the challenges that we face, and we need to have an extended R&D out of Safran.
So the open part is really all about collaboration, is what I'm hearing.
Yes, it's all about collaboration, connection with people, with ideas, technological rupture. It is, yes, the art of collaborating with customers, suppliers, academics, and startups. The goal is really to capture new ideas, develop innovative products, and accelerate the time to market. Of course, we have to protect and share well the knowledges. And to summarize, I would say that open innovation is outside in and inside out.
Well, I'm curious, for Safran, are there any specific topics or industries that are particularly well suited for open innovation?
All subjects that can serve the group strategy are concerned: decarbonization, sovereignty, digital, and also all those that are supported by the group's company, all the BUs and the group. This can range from a new hydrogen control valve to recycling of composite materials, up to digital twins for parts inspection. It can also be an autonomous sensor communicating wirelessly, the creation of sustainable fuels, which are essential for decarbonization, or a solution based on artificial intelligence to manage our technical documentation. As you can see, the spectrum is very wide, very broad. And to fully understand the needs of the BUs of the company, we have the so-called business reviews, 70 per year in the group. So it's a lot of investment and time shared with the different teams to capture what are the future needs and to offer different solutions that are captured by our open innovation all around the world.
Do you have any examples of the business reviews, maybe a company that went through the process?
Yes, the last one called Greener Wave. It's a French company that we have identified, and we have made an investment in this company. It's a new concept of antenna for satellite link or also defense applications, yes.
Well, it sounds like you guys are mobilizing a lot of people, a lot of resources internally at Safran. Can you tell us a little bit more about how you have embraced open innovation and what resources you've put behind it?
First of all, our goal is always to be at the forefront, never be overtaken by the competition. This is key for us. And to do this, we have set up an offensive technological monitoring by a system called the Open Innovation Network. And thanks to this network, we are able to identify up to 500 companies per year. And we have some due diligences, technical and financial, to make sure of the robustness of the company that has been identified.
Maybe we could explain to our listeners what due diligence is. I know it's an investment term. What do you look at when you're doing due diligence?
Due diligence, you have deep dive within the company, technical with experts, to make sure that the technology is worth it, that we can invest in it, that it is robust. There is an academic approach behind. We have to be sure of the partnership we can build with them.
Okay, so a full 360 review of
Yes.
the company to see how solid it is.
Exactly.
And I know that you've also put in place something called Safran Explore. What is that all about?
We identify thematics, 1 or 2 per year. Last year it was Explore Hydrogen. And we say to the world, hey guys, we are looking for new ideas, technological bricks to be embedded in our products. What can you propose to us? And we have many answers of companies willing to play with us. And last year we have identified 60 companies with new technological bricks. And we have selected 6 of them. For 100% of those companies, we have had a contract with them for a demonstrator. And the idea, the goal for us is to embark them in our supplier panel. In fact, we work on the future supply chain.
With them?
Yes.
How wonderful. So you contract with startups, you do proof of concepts with startups, but you also invest in startups, which you were mentioning with Greener Wave. Is that right?
We do it through our fund called the Safran Corporate Venture. It's a fund of 130 million euros. And we invest as a minority investor in some startups, never alone, with other partners, institutional or private ones. And the ticket of investment is about 1 to 4 or 5 million euros. And the idea is to be part of the board, to see the company from the inside and has some influence on their strategy. Doing so, we enforce the link with the companies and we shape the future together.
I'm sure the investors like to have an industrial player on the team in the board.
They love it, yes. I was this morning with a company talking about investment, and external investors love Safran as an investor through the corporate venture fund, yes, because it is for them a guarantee of success of the company.
Do you have any recent deals you can share with us?
Last year, we have concluded 6 deals. One of them with Black Shark, a company able to build a digital twin of the Earth to help us in guidance, for example. Another one is Vioma, that has developed a brand new technical solution for identifying the space debris. And we are very happy of this new partnership with those 2 companies.
Well, it sounds like you guys are very active when it comes to partnering with external startups. Mm-hmm. I'm curious about intrapreneurship. Do you do anything when it comes to open innovation with internal employees from Safran?
Yes, it is key for us as well. And we have invested in what we call the intrapreneurship program. We love entrepreneur. And the idea is to build and rely on the creativity of the 85,000 employees of the group. So every year we launch a season. This year is season 5 to gather ideas from the different countries around the world. And for this season 5, one of the projects have been pushed to us. And one of them is a synchronized drone to help in transporting heavy equipment, for example. Another one is about reuse of plastic and composite waste in all the sites of the company. And among those 100 projects, we will select 8 of them. And those 8 will enter the bootcamp. The bootcamp is how to become a startup in 4 months. It's an acceleration of thinking differently from a big group like Safran to a startup. So it's a question of mindset. So you learn how to pitch, how to build a business model, how to create value, how to rebound when you are stuck. And this is very important because you know that failure is part of the process. And you will learn more when you fail. And 2 will be selected during the final in July. And the 2 winners will enter the booster and they will become a real internal startup during 3 years. And they will learn how to manage the cash burn of small entities and so on and so on. So, yes, we believe that we can get a great value from our employees in the group. And I must say that since I became director of innovation, this part of my work fascinates me because it shows the ability of employees to invent, create, and share between the different companies of the group. And during the last Paris Air Show, I was really proud of the team Pure that has welcomed on their booth Olivier Andriès, the CEO of the group, and also Elisabeth Borne, the Prime Minister of the French government. And she spent 10 to 15 minutes with them, you know. And I saw the emotion, the proudness in their eyes and their smile. And I say, well, with such a team, we can climb up mountains. It was such an evidence, that it was the right team at the right place. And I'm very proud also to announce that we have now the first spin-off of the We Love Entrepreneur program called Appster. Appster is a team that has developed a brand new way to capture the knowledge with a digital way. And now they fly by their own. They have left the group early January. They have now a very robust business model. And I wish them all the best for their future.
Yeah, I bet. So
Yes.
you have your first spin-off.
Yes.
That's a full-fledged company now. So you talked about some of the success stories, and you also brought up some of times there's failures, right? Not all startups succeed. I think the numbers out there are like less than 10% in the real world. So what happens for the startups that don't spin off or get to meet the prime minister?
For the startups, sometimes they fail because the business is not ready, the conditions are not met, or it is maybe too early sometimes. So they go back to their BUs, where they come from, and they go back home, I would say, with a new knowledge, new behaviors, because they have learned a lot and they know how to see the business differently. They know the importance of the time, of the right to fail, and they are much more experienced than when they arrive at the beginning of the program. So it's not a failure when it's not a success.
It's just experience.
It's experience, yes. And you are stronger, you are able to face high challenges. So it's not the same people at the end of the process. So yes, sometimes the conditions are not met, but once again, it is a great value for the people as well as for the group.
And so what is in it for Safran to support open innovation?
Innovation with this open mode is an extended innovation because we rely on a bigger ecosystem. We have the internal one, but the external one, much, much bigger. And we are able to capture creativity in a different way. So we do R&D internally, but many, many companies, brilliant companies do as well outside of Safran. And the idea with the open innovation is to have this time to technology much quicker. And we are able to be more robust to prepare the future. And it's exactly the same for the internal innovation with the program We Love Entrepreneur, with the entrepreneurship. We amplify the creativity of the employees. So it's a good deal. It's a win-win approach for the external ecosystem as well as for the internal employees.
And so just to close for our listeners today who might be a Safran employee or an outside startup and they might want to pitch an innovative idea, what would you like to say to them?
The main message for me is dare to undertake, dare to take risks. Innovation requires having the right to make mistakes, to fail, and you learn from the mistakes. Everyone has good ideas, but still we need to have the confidence to develop them. And this is what we offer through our different initiatives. An idea is enriched through the contact with others. For me, the most important thing is that together we are able to dream bigger.
Well, we'll stop there on that great last message for everybody. Thank you so much, Yannick, for being our Radar of the Day.
Thank you, Kayla.
And we'll see you soon for a new episode of Radar.